Meanwhile, Kim sat with her lawyer in the jail's visiting room. She asked her lawyer if she was truly capable of helping her. The lawyer looked at her file and explained that the case was complicated, given that Kim had committed the crime in front of witnesses and was seen pulling the trigger. She stated that in normal circumstances, Kim could face a 25-year prison sentence. Kim froze, trying to calculate how old she would be upon release. Not wanting to spend the prime of her life behind bars, she asked if there was a way to overturn the sentencing. The lawyer responded that they could either shift the narrative toward her having mental health issues, which could reduce the sentence to about 15 years, or plead guilty and potentially face 20 years. Kim's heart sank. She hadn't expected to hear that jail time was unavoidable. She broke down in tears, expressing regret for her actions and claiming she hadn't meant to shoot Wuben, but had been clouded by emotions. Her lawyer comforted her, assuring her that despite the tough options, she was one of the best in her field and would do everything to win the case. She emphasized that it was only the beginning and promised to fight for her. Kim wiped her tears, feeling slightly comforted. Later, Wuben and Sunjin had lunch together. People in the restaurant recognized Wuben and discreetly took pictures of him. Sensing his discomfort, Sunjin suggested they leave, but Wuben insisted they stay, acknowledging that attention was inevitable once he resumed normal life. He encouraged ignoring the stares. Changing the subject, Sunjin gently told Wuben that it was time he gave his mother a chance, pointing out that she had stayed by his side during his coma and had been visibly heartbroken. Wuben, focusing on his food, responded that he would try. It wouldn't be easy, but he was willing to make the effort. Sunjin then shared good news, his face lighting up as he revealed that he and Minsu were expecting a baby. Wuben's mood instantly lifted. He congratulated Sunjin loudly, causing people in the restaurant to glance their way. He toned down his voice and expressed how happy he was, jokingly calling Sunjin dangerous for already having Minsu pregnant so soon after their wedding. Sunjin felt awkward with the joke, but Wuben simply laughed, genuinely happy for his best friend. As they left the restaurant, Kim's former fiancé rushed after them. He greeted them and explained that he had seen them earlier but didn't want to disturb them. He told Wuben that he was happy to see him alive and recovering and was grateful he had survived. Wuben, with a serious expression, responded that he should thank Kim for showing him what it felt like to have a near-death experience. Kim's fiancé admitted that they were no longer together and that he had broken off the engagement. Looking at Sunjin, he apologized for how he had treated him, explaining that he had been blindsided by Kim and didn't realize she was the one at fault. He hoped they could move forward as friends. Sunjin accepted the apology, stating it wasn't his fault. Wuben then asked him if he had truly loved Kim as he claimed. Kim's ex-fiancé replied that he had loved her and saw a different side of her. He added that if Kim had been honest with him from the beginning, he would have helped her and tried to stop things from going too far. Wuben asked if he still loved her. Feeling confused, he admitted he didn't know. He only felt anger, but not hatred. Wuben moved closer, stating that although Kim had shot him, he felt sorry for her because she was a product of failed parenting. He said some people stuck in darkness only need one person to show them the light, and maybe he could be that light for her. With that, he and Sunjin drove off, leaving Kim's ex standing there, deep in thought. Back at his apartment, Wuben stood in silence, appreciating the comfort of being home. Suddenly, he heard a loud noise upstairs and hurried to check. Upon entering his room, he found Yuna tidying up. He asked how she got in, and she explained that she knew his passcode and had wanted to surprise him by cleaning his room before he arrived. She hoped he wasn't upset. Wuben moved closer and held her, expressing that he wasn't angry, but wished she hadn't done it herself. Yuna replied that she wanted to do it personally and didn't want anyone else in her boyfriend's room. Wuben smiled, asking her to repeat what she had just called him. Embarrassed, she ran to the bed and sat down without answering. He joined her, laying on the bed, and told her he would be upset if she didn't say it. Yuna finally called him her boyfriend. Wuben smiled and told her from now on she should always call him that, or refer to him as babe. Yuna smiled and used the word babe, and Wuben kissed her forehead, expressing his happiness to be home and thanking her for being thoughtful. As they lay there holding and embracing each other, Wuben's mother walked in.